We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back after this word. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Colorado Springs leading by 17. They've got Joel Embiid. Donovan Mitchell out there with Kyle Lowry. Then there's James, and it's Rodman, and it's power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. White looking it over. Pass to Williams. Levine against Mitchell. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Vucevic. Outside, Williams. Levine with it to the paint. Here's Vucevic.
And there's never been any question about the value of Embiid's defense. And as one of his teammates, it's a great feeling to have that kind of defender beside you.
The shot's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Chicago trails by 19. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Levine. Soft touch off the glass.
How about that showmanship? Levine there with the great dribble move.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Colorado Springs. Embiid finds Lowry. And it's Lowry with the jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. There's the double with Doncic. Pass to Giddey. Let's go with a three. Gets the three ball to go. Giddey's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Boy, Giddey could not pass on what he felt was a good look. The corner three is pure.
Doncic uses the glass to finish the layup.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
White, the pass to Giddey. And he gets that one. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Williamson passes to Wilkins. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. The shot misses. Ooh, nice D from George. Pass to Wilkins. Some solid defense from Williams. Chicago trails by 18. Outside White. Vucevic with it. Outside Giddey. There's the three. Wilkins with a rebound. Doncic passes to George. White with the steal. Pass to Levine. Fires for three. And Levine knocks down the three.
Levine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
Here's Wilkins. Counted.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Giddey. 5 points in the game. Pass to Williams. From deep. They get it back. A nice shot by Smith.
You know, so quick, so twitchy. Jalen Smith, go ahead.
Colorado Springs leading by 15. Here's Iverson. Good on the bucket. Iverson's gotten his second bucket of the game. .52 seconds left in the third quarter here. White, the pass to Giddey. Back to White. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. With the drive, Iverson can't hit. Chicago trails by 15. It's Giddey on the wing, covered by Williamson. Carter from outside. Colorado Springs with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Here's Iverson. And the basket is good. Iverson's got 6.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Smith outside. 1 second left. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Colorado Springs leading by 17 at the end of the period. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Chicago trails by 17. And so in the game for the Bulls, Jalen Smith is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Ball. And it's Carter in at the 1. Dosunmu can't hit. Dosunmu's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Doncic. Takes it inside. Doncic with the jam.
The dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
Chicago with the ball. Now Carter. Pass to Smith. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Ball with it. Now Doncic defending. Ball no good. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Colorado Springs. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Mitchell, the pass to Williamson. Now here's Doncic. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The understated part of Luka Doncic's game, his strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Greg.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Here's Doncic. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the touch on the floater? Luka Doncic, so versatile.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. New group getting ready for Colorado Springs. George, he's checked in for Williamson. Klay Thompson comes in for Anthony Edwards. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Lowry in for Doncic. Right side Giddey. Stolen by Thompson. Ball outside. Thompson passes to Rodman. Ball outside. Buries it from three.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Vucevic, a screen on Lowry. 6 to shoot. White, the pass to Vucevic. Here's Giddey to win the cold spell. The rebound by Lowry. Pass to Ball. Fires from deep. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Levine. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed.
When you think of Zach LaVine, his athleticism pops, right? This guy off the drive, so hard to guard.
Lowry finds Ball. There's a screen. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to White. 19-footer. Yep, that one's good.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter here. Ball surveys the floor. And that one's good.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
Here's White. Pass to Levine. Back to White. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Colorado Springs leading by 21. Lowry, the pass to Ball. And there's the drive. That one goes in. Ball's got 7 points for the quarter.
Now you see the length of Ball just makes him so hard to guard on these drives to the cup.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Levine. Giddey against Thompson. Outside Williams. And Vucevic slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Lowry against White.
Well, never afraid of a level of physicality. Don't let the small frame of Kyle Lowry fool you. This guy willing to absorb contact.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Colorado Springs?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Williamson's checked in for Colorado Springs. Anthony Edwards comes in for Thompson.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dosunmu, the pass to Carter. On target from range. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
And here's Dosunmu. So Colorado Springs wins it. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And we present the player of the game, Kyle Lowry. Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Now the starting group for the visitors. And for Colorado Springs, we've got Mitchell. He's out there with Kyle Lowry. Joel Embiid is out there with James. And it's Rodman in at the power forward position. Here we go. Now Russell. Pass to Beck. Back to Russell. Here's Hornacek. Checked by Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Beck. Some solid defense from James. Lowry against Russell. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by James.
Well, you love to see LeBron go to the window and set the tone with his rebounding. That is nicely done.
Outside Russell. Launches it from deep. Colorado Springs with a rebound. James, right side. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
So he gets them both. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Russell to pass to Chamberlain. Here's Hetzel. Outside Russell. Pass to Hornacek. Russell deciding where to go with it. Down low. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Colorado Springs. Here's Mitchell. Hornacek with a rebound. Pass to Beck. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Rodman. Zion Williamson is checked in for Colorado Springs. Edwards comes in for James. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Russell with the ball. Pass to Hornacek. Man, unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Outside Mitchell. Grant with a steal. Inside. Outside for Russell. To the wing on the left. They set a pick. Here's Hornacek. Off target from outside. Grant against Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Russell from outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him.
First quarter.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Colorado Springs ahead. They lead by a bucket. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Colorado Springs so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Johnson, and it's Juzang in at shooting guard.
Yeah, even inside among the bigs, Lowry can find his finish. I mean, he's that clever offensively.
Pass to Juzang. Puts up a three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Lowry, the pass to Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
And giving them what they want. The incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Pass to Juzang from deep three-point range. Colorado Springs with a rebound. Williamson inside.
Oh, get out of the way!
Flying high, throwing it down.
Clear the way. Talk about something special. Enjoy that one, guys.
Man, just giving this crowd a show.
The NBA, the best athletes in the world, and that is why it is a global game. That was beautiful.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Colorado Springs.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
1:36 left to play in the second quarter. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Here's Hornacek. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Nails it from 3.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Doncic. A strong finish by Doncic.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Hornacek, pass to Hetzel. Jones against Ball. Pass to Hetzel. Back to Jones. Here's Hornacek. Up and over Doncic. The shot by Hornacek, no good. The 11-footer. Luka on the attack.
Well, Luka not forcing his way inside, just taking that mid-range shot because that's what the defense offered up to him.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Jones. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The 3 from Russell. Who poked away. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 5. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Oh, that's LaMelo ballin'.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And so it's Colorado Springs leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Zion Williamson. What a contribution.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. They've got Joel Embiid. James is out there with Paul George. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's Iverson in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Here's Hetzel. Still no points. The 3 is up. The shot by Hornacek, no good. Colorado Springs leading by 8. Here's James. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Pass to Beck. Here's Chamberlain. George defending. They get it back. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Chamberlain's got 6.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And the visitors call time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
.90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Hornacek to the inside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now, here is James. 6-point game. And Mitchell with the slam.
This is where Donovan Mitchell is nearly impossible to stop. With that aggressive defense, he still finds a way to score it.
1:11 left to play in the third quarter. Now here's Russell. Yet to see a basket. To the middle. Here's Hornacek. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Right side, Mitchell. Tipped. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
It's James on the wing. He's got 6. Embiid passes to James. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, the basketball IQ of LeBron James is off the charts. So adept at finding ways to get to the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Russell against Edwards. Russell, that's good.
Yeah. I have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And so it's Colorado Springs leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back with you shortly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And here's Russell. Yep, that one goes.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Colorado Springs.
All right, let's see what I can do.
Here's Lowry. That one drops for him.
You want to go toe for toe? Let's cook.
Right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Lowry's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Now Russell. From deep. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rodman shot is good.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Embiid. Fires from the line. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
And the visitors call time here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He told his players, we are right there guys, this game is ours. Continue to work hard and we will win this game.
Okay, thank you, Allie. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Iverson can't hit. Here's Hetzel. Outside Russell. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Williamson. Chamberlain, no good. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Got a piece of it.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Iverson passes to Ball. And so they foul intentionally. Colorado Springs making a switch here. Doncic checked in. Here's Ball. Pass to Rodman. Fires the three. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Russell with the ball. A deep three. Doesn't go for him. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
He gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle.
Three-pointer. And that one's good. Hornacek.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Ball outside. And here's Edwards outside. It's off. So Colorado Springs wins it. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And let's reveal our player of the game, LeBron James.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the 5 spot. And for Colorado Springs, Lowry out there with Edwards. Then it's James. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Williamson in at the 4-man position.
Here we go.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Edwards against Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. The three-pointer, no good. Now here's LeBron into the lane, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Ausar Thompson. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career, but the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Now here's Cunningham. 2 points. That one goes.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
The drive by Williamson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively.
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Ivy. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Harris finds Duren. Thompson, a screen on Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Ivy passes to Harris. Off target from outside. Lowry against Cunningham. At the elbow, Edwards. Over Ivy. Offensive rebound, Lowry. James against Thompson. A nice shot by LeBron.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Pass to Harris. In the corner, Ivy with it. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And it's Detroit's ball. They trail by 1. Down low. Shot's good by Duren.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. LeBron kicks to Lowry. Here's James. Pass to Edwards. No good on the triple. And it's Detroit's ball. Cunningham finds Thompson. And here is Harris. Ivy on the wing. Lowry covering. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Off target from three-point range.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Here's Edwards. Buries it down low.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
And Detroit has possession. And
Timeout,
J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants him out here to get things straightened out with his team. And Colorado Springs will go for a different look here. Paul George is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Wilkins comes in for James. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Edwards. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Marcus Sasser's checked in for Thompson. When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
1:07 left in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the basket by Harris.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Anderson, no luck. Now Sasser. Cunningham with it. Now defended by Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
For the Pistons, Reedy's checked in for Jalen Duren. Stewart comes in for Harris. And it's Ausar Thompson in for Jaden Ivey. Here's Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of wheel his way to the rim.
34 seconds left to play in the first. Cunningham looking it over. Thompson, high post. Working on Wilkins. And Stewart gets it to go.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
To the left side wing. Here's Williamson. Iverson dishes to Wilkins. With 2 seconds left. Not going to go that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Colorado Springs. It's a three-point game. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Paul Reed, Isaiah Stewart out there with Ausar Thompson. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Sasser in at the point guard.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Here's Beasley. There's the three. Rebounded by Colorado Springs. Edwards inside. He's covered by Sasser. And there's Edwards on the assist by Embiid.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Beasley. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Beasley against Mitchell. Beasley, the pass to Thompson. Great D that time from Edwards. And it's Colorado Springs ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The shot's good from Irving.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Here's Sasser. Hasn't made one yet. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level, and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Here's Irving following the three by Detroit, and that one is good. And Colorado Springs leads by 2.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And some changes here for Colorado Springs. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Embiid. LeBron comes in for Edwards. And Ball subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Then for the Pistons, Harris is checked in for Paul Reed. Fontecchio's coming in for Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Beasley. Cunningham with it. To the right side. Sasser finds Fontecchio. Poked loose. And here is LeBron. On its way from Irving for two. Oh, and it's off. They can't cash in on the break. Pass to James. And stolen by Harris. Here's Sasser. He's covered by Ball. Cunningham against Irving. Now, here's Cunningham. Not a lot of room. Good work there as it goes.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Tucker a screen. James lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. LeBron's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Stewart. 6 points for him. Here's LeBron. LeBron goes on the attack.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
1:44 left here in the second. Harris, right side. Sasser with it. Guarded now by Irving. Clock at 4. Here's Cunningham. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for Colorado Springs. Embiid, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Zion Williamson comes in for George. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Ball. Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jaden Ivey comes in for Fontecchio. Lowry drives in. It's stolen by Duren. Cunningham outside. Shoots over James. Detroit, no good that time either. Colorado Springs leading by 4. 59 seconds left now here in the second.
Yeah, not a lot to be done if LeBron gets a solid screen in a pick and roll set like that one.
Now Sasser still yet to score. Now here's Cunningham with the drive. It doesn't go for him. James with some nice D. And it's Colorado Springs ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Lowry kicks to Williamson. On the wing, Irving. They get it back. And finished off by Williamson.
I'll tell you, Zion can do that all night. Terrific offensive rebound.
Detroit trails by 8. Cunningham right side. Here's Ivey. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ivey's got 5 points so far. Here's Lowry. Drives to the hoop. Embiid with it. And it's Colorado Springs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Let's get an update on Donovan Mitchell. What's the status there, David?
Well, Kev, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Colorado Springs. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Lowry. And it's James in at the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Thompson misses. Colorado Springs leading by 10. Here's Edwards, and there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Colorado Springs will go for a different look here. George is checked in for Williamson. Wilkins comes in for James. Ball's checked in for Edwards. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Ivy finds Cunningham. Back to Ivy. Has to do it.
I think we have to check his sanity because
one good for two. George has got the lead up to 14 now for Colorado Springs. Quarter now. Ball against Ivy. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Colorado Springs leading by 14. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
that is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. And he gets it to go from the corner. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent partly because of his versatility.
Detroit trails by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
From 12 feet out, Wilkins gets the rebound. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Colorado Springs. A nice shot by Tucker.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Rebounded by Colorado Springs. Tucker finds George. Back to Tucker. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Tucker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. it's a completely new group out there for Colorado Springs. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart checked in for Harris. Fontecchio's coming in for Asar Thompson. Beasley's checked in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Beasley against Mitchell. Kicks it out to Beasley. Back to Fontecchio. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's Colorado Springs ball. This run now up to 13-2. And Lowry throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Beasley with a clean look. Drains the three-pointer. Beasley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, he saw the pass coming, and Beasley was shot ready on the catch.
And yes, it's good. And Colorado Springs leads by 18.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And some changes here for Colorado Springs. Irving comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Iverson's subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Reedy's checked in for Jalen Duren. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Iverson driving in. Plays it up off the glass. Iverson's got 6 points.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Irving against Beasley. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Beasley. Three-pointer. And that one released in time, but no good. And it's Colorado Springs feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Detroit trails by 17. On the court for the Pistons, Fontecchio is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Paul Reed. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Sasser in at the point. Beasley kicks to Stewart. Pass to Beasley. Takes a three. Nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Detroit. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And some changes here for Colorado Springs. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Now Sasser. Pass to Stewart. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's Beasley on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fontecchio. And the jumper is good.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
And he uses the glass on the layup. And Colorado Springs leads by 16. Here's Sasser. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Out left to the wing. Montecchio finds Sasser. Shoots over Doncic. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Colorado Springs leading by 14. Now, here's Doncic. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Colorado Springs will go for a different look here. Williamson is checked in for Paul George. James comes in for Dominique Wilkins. Edwards has come in for Ball. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Luka Doncic.
When Kyle Lowry touches that painted area, he is aggressive to score it, and he is so able to finish on the interior.
Detroit trails by 16. Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. Lets it go with a three. And James pulls it down. Ivy's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. James in the post. It's up against Thompson. Nice shot by James.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Ivy. Thompson looking for an opening. From deep. The shot by Ivy, no good. Colorado Springs leading by 18. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Good on the triple. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, that's from another zip code. You have to pick Lowry up at half court. Well, this guy will make you pay.
The Pistons on offense. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 21.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Hardaway, no good.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Timeout called here. Colorado Springs decides to talk it over. They're leading by 21. And some changes here for Colorado Springs. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. LaMelo Ball comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And it's Detroit's ball. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here is Lowry. He's covered by Sasser. And Beasley has the ball here for the Pistons. Pass to Hardaway. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Beasley against Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. .109 left here in the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
Second free throw, no good. Thompson finds Duren. Back to Thompson. Looking to end the run. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Ball against Ivy. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Harris with it. He's against Tucker. Cunningham right side. Clock at 6. The Pistons working the ball around there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
That free throw good from Thompson. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball. Duren pulls it in. Ivy against Lowry. Ivy with it. And so Colorado Springs takes the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, LeBron James.
Let's cook.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well.
Go.
And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Outside Irving. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Now, here's Tucker. And Tucker slams it in.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now, Lowry. Williamson outside. Green with the block. On the wing, Irving. With the shot. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Colorado Springs. He gets that one.
Yeah, Williamson, such a menace inside. It just doesn't matter what the defense is going to do there.
When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively, making reads, understanding your opponents better. And I think Zion has suffered from those injuries, taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Pass to Collier. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And that one's good, Irving.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Williamson. Back to James. 5 to shoot. Williams with the steal. And here's Irving. Out of bounds. It'll be Colorado Springs ball. And it's Colorado Springs ball. They trail by 1. Here's Tucker. And Tucker slams it in.
and you make the next pass. Nice job by Lowry there.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Wilkins outside. Fires the three. Here's Tucker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Tucker having to use every bit of his strength on the inside to get through the contact.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Colorado Springs.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Hibbert pulls it in. Here's Irving. Albuquerque again can't hit it. And it's Colorado Springs ball. LeBron with it. Kuminga picks him up. James with the bucket.
Yeah, there's just pinball action going on right now. Once LeBron gets in there, he's going to finish.
Irving can't get it to go. Colorado Springs leading by 4. Pass to LeBron. Tucker inside. Good D by Williams. And so the first quarter is in the books. Colorado Springs leads by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Colorado Springs. Guys?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And it's Irving missing. Albuquerque trails by 4. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Edwards' shot is good.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So it'll be Jonathan Kuminga shooting. That one on George. And Embiid has got the ball here for Colorado Springs. 4-point game. No good from Irving. And Albuquerque with the possession. Olajuwon. And stolen by Irving. Pass to Mitchell.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And Colorado Springs making a change here. Here's Irving. He has 7. Here's Olajuwon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Olajuwon's got his first points in this one.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to sit that one off.
And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
In the corner, Irving with it. And no good that time. Colorado Springs leading by 4. Edwards with it. Picked up by Elijah Wan. James. From the arc. Edwards, no good. And Albuquerque with the possession. Here's Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Lowry. Here's Tucker. A special move before the shot. Tucker's got 7.
PJ Tucker, just one of those guys at his size that always looms larger on the floor. He is comfortable on the inside and finishing.
Now Irving following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Yep, it counts.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside for Lowry. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That's Kyle Lowry just putting it all on the line, just outworking guys to get in that close.
Offensive rebound. Here's Kuminga. Off with the layup.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Pass the ball. Outside Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Hibbert. Off target from the baseline. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Colorado Springs ahead. They're up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. Colorado Springs leading by 3. Doncic outside. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Doncic. Colorado Springs needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Here's Irving. Rebounded by Colorado Springs.
And tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Now here's Green. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Pass to Doncic. Over Williams. No good off the back of the rim. Albuquerque trails by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Down low. Here's Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Doncic. Shoots. And Colorado Springs missing again. And Albuquerque with the possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And Green gets it to go.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistent.
Now Williamson, guarded by Green. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And it's Hibbert missing. So it's Colorado Springs now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. Oh, that was huge!
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Now here's Edwards. He has 5. Here's Williamson driving to the basket. Bricks the aggressive dunk attempt. Here's Irving. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. .41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside, James. Back to Iverson. Here he goes. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 5. George, that's a two-pointer. Green with the rebound. Kuminga goes in. They grabbed their own miss. And even 3-on-3 break. Ball feeling it out a bit. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Albuquerque leads by just 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Irving with the ball for Albuquerque. They lead by 1. And it's good for 2. Irving's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Albuquerque. Now here's Irving. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Baseline jumper. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Colorado Springs trails by 3. And here's James outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Mitchell left side. Williamson outside. The putback. Oh, LeBron. Getting forceful on the putback.
And LeBron carving out position and converting on that opportunity.
Irving looking for an opening. Nailed from three-point land. And Albuquerque leads by 4.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Williamson outside. High post, Embiid. 5 on the clock. Here's James. Embiid. They get it again. To the paint. Goes up again. Good D by Olajuwon. Albuquerque leading by 4. Here's Kuminga. Drills the baseline jumper.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is. Rocking the rim whenever he goes.
Okay.
Going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Irving from long range. There's Embiid. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
And that one is good. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down.
Wow, hammering it in.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness. Kicks it out to Williamson. The putback. Rebound by Albuquerque. Outside Irving. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Here's James. Banked in off the glass. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. The hand on it.
Tucker just reading that and timing it perfectly.
Back to Williamson. Nice ball movement by Colorado Springs. Ron right side. And so Albuquerque takes the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.